YouTube. Oh, there's 293 people watching my videos on YouTube right now. That's exciting. Hello, TikTok. Hello, YouTube. For those of you who have not joined before, this is my weekly channeling. I'm channeling for my Ascension membership. You are more than welcome to send in questions through my website or just watch. Whatever feels good for you. But I'll start at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. All right. Hi, Gina. All right. Welcome, TikTok. I see some people have joined. Okay. Okay. Oh, hi, Mary. I didn't see you get on.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, TikTok. Hi, Jess. Thanks for getting on. I'll start channeling here in a second, letting people on my Ascension membership get on. So, hello. So that you guys can watch and listen from TikTok and YouTube.
Everyone is wearing glasses. I'm not. I'm missing out.
No, I wish I wasn't. If I didn't have to, I definitely wouldn't.
Yeah, I haven't seen Gina wear glasses before.
This is my sister, you guys.
We look alike, don't we?
Welcome, welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, tonight's a little different than my group, the Healing Circle. So there's not a lot of interaction with everybody, just my channeling. So that's usually what the Wednesdays are. But I'm glad you're here. All right. I know that I had some people that wanted to check out my channeling. So I see if they're on YouTube or TikTok. Welcome. It looks like some people are watching on TikTok. And so I'm going to be channeling. So I will not be seeing anything that you guys are saying. So if there's anything that you need me to know, either message me or come over to my website and submit a question. Okay. I'll turn my fans on. Here's mine. Jen, I don't know how you do these things, but these are not comfortable because they're like yeah. But I've been using them.
I'll have to make you some one day.
Because I can't. They were not good.
You might be able to hammer
them a little bit to flatten it a little more.
That's a good idea.
Because I bought a bracelet and I noticed I think they hammered the copper on it.
Yeah, I saw that. I know, that's what I bought. That's $30 piece of copper that they hammered. I could have done it myself. Whatever. Okay. Well, I will see you guys later. We'll see what happens. And just make sure you're on mute the whole time, unless you are interacting. If you have a question and you ask it, it's okay to stay off mute while they're answering, because they might want to talk to you or call you out on something or call me out on something. So, all right. Yes, I pushed record. Yeah, we're recording. Okay. We are here to assist you with this transmission of light and energy to help exchange an understanding through your consciousness of the reality in which you are wanting to create for yourself here on Earth. Many of you have been noticing that you have been shifting in your thoughts and mindset about your desires and the things that you're wanting to take place in your life. You are beginning to feel a prompting within your soul to move forward in directions that may be contradicting to what you have known your life to be. And this is all a part of you becoming more aware of where you are putting your energy and how you are exchanging your energy with the world outside of yourself. By becoming aware of the energy exchange that you are projecting into the world, you begin to learn how you are capable of shifting the reality into a new frequency, which then will manifest your reality into what you desire, which you may call a high frequency or a fifth dimensional frequency. As you are all resonating in the frequency or the hertz of 430 at this time, in the fourth dimension, from the universal standpoint, and from the understanding of the mathematics we're able to engage with when we are engaging with your reality. As you ascend into a higher frequency, not only will the reality outside of you appear different, but your physical bodies will continue to be transformed into a light density. In this shift, the things that you have once known to be your identity may begin to feel uncomfortable, and you may begin to find yourself in situations or scenarios knowing that you must make a change in order for your ascension to continue. This is not something that you should be alarmed about or worried about, as in you will not achieve. As this experience on Earth is not something that you necessarily have to achieve at. It is a simple experience. It is a understanding of yourself. And as you have had many different lifetimes upon this earth up until this moment in time, and different experiences within the earth realm, you are what we may call graduating from the density of the third world dimension and elevating your frequency alongside the earth to come into another season, another era, another understanding, in order for you to experience yourself in a new way. As the earth has been through many cycles such as this, and it is not the last cycle the earth will go through as well. As the earth ascends, those who are ready, those who have shifted in consciousness or released density, thoughts, and energy they have held on to, will begin to move with that earth frequency, rising in consciousness, rebirthing itself, and creating more realities for it to exist in. This is an expansion of all things. Not only the earth is expanding in its consciousness, but all things are expanding in consciousness. From our perspective, from our knowing, from the keeping of the wisdom throughout the entirety of the existence of Source within this particular galaxy, there is an expansion taking place in all realms. And that is why we are so invested in supporting the earth with this process, as the earth plays a role for the expansion and ascension of all things. Due to the density and the experience of earth, all beings and all of the other systems of life within this universe are impacted. We are greatly anticipating the shift, not only for you, but for all things, to become more aware of self, to move into a frequency of knowing, and to expand consciousness in order to resonate and align more with the consciousness of Source. As it is continuing to create itself and continuing to expand self. There is no end to this process. There is only a continuation, a folding in and out, you may say. The folding in and out is a continued frequency change, and all things are moving in unison, even in the times that it appears not to be on earth. It has been used for a purpose to bring contrast for growth. You may call it the dirt of the universe that we all can plant into and expand ourselves and grow from. Those of you that have come to earth have played a vital role in the ascension and will continue to do so. We encourage you not to disregard yourself or to look at yourself in low vibration thoughts, as your energy is just as important as all energy in this universe. You may think that we appear to be more intelligent or having more wisdom and knowledge as all of you. However, it is simply due to the fact that we are not residing in the dimension you are in at this time, and we see you all as equal to us. As many of you are very highly advanced beings that have volunteered to come to the earth at this time to bring light and to bring ascension, as it benefits not only the earth, but all those beings who are supporting the earth as well. So continue the thought process of allowing your mind to transform, going within, remembering the light you hold, and radiating that outward by simply thinking about it. Outside of that, there is no effort to this process other than trust. And for you on earth, faith, remembering that all things work together for your good as well as ours. We are now ready to take your questions.
Jen?
Hi.
Hi.
There is a tree in my hometown that I came across several years ago. And I distinctly remember feeling its energy when I was in its presence. And I still think about it today. Can you tell me anything about this particular tree? It's called the council oak tree.
This council oak tree holds counseling energy for the region in which you live in. You, because of a volunteer, which you have come to be here on earth at this time, you have chosen this region to live in to raise the frequency, and the connection that you have with this particular tree is bringing you into a coherence and remembrance within your frequency. This is why you feel connected with it, as the channeling of light that comes through it, through the veins of this tree, you may say, down into the earth frequency, resonates at a broader area than which you could imagine. You may call this tree the mother tree or the ship of that part of the earth where there is channeled light coming in and out. Other words you may call that earthlings will make names for a vortex or a center of light, which you might even call a portal. But at this particular spot, there is energy residing here that this tree has held and will continue to hold for many thousands of years. As many of the trees on earth that have remained for a significant time have wisdom, memory, and energy within them to channel and to radiate frequency around them. Because of who you are and the energy you hold within yourself, the volunteer frequency in which you have brought with you to earth that you are awakening up into, you are using the energy of this to enhance yours and you vice versa to it. By simply thinking about this tree, engaging with it, and using your frequency to enhance its energy as well as yours, you are moving things in the quantum field that you are unaware of, and you will not be aware of until you return to your original form. So we encourage you to continue to connect and vibrate alongside this vessel of light that you have discovered, and understanding that your discovery of this tree was at the perfect timing as you were beginning to awaken to yourself at that same point, and the tree did help you to do so. We hope this helps.
It does. And if I could ask one more question.
Yes.
I was wondering if my grandfather is a guide of mine, and if so, what role does he play in my life?
Well, you have a few grandfathers. Is there a particular grandfather that you are wanting? Because we see many according to your lineage.
I was referring to my maternal grandfather.
Yes, we can see the frequency of this being around you. They seem to be very comical in their energy and like to keep things light, maybe playing around with you a little bit at times. And they are just simply with you to help remind you to keep things light, to have fun, to enjoy the experience of being a human. As this being, when they were in the human form, did not necessarily always enjoy it. So his role, you may say, is to help remind you to be a little more childlike in your expression and to have fun and enjoy the moments that you come into each and every day. We hope this helps.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mary?
Yes, I have a question about a tree. On my walk, there's a mulberry tree, and there's 3 trunks coming out in one spot, and I call it the 3 sisters. Can you tell me anything about the tree, if it has a name?
We will see if we can connect with this. We
Okay.
find it comical that you all are discovering trees at this point.
Right.
Let us see what it brings to us. This tree holds the frequency of many directions, and therefore it is able to channel light in many directions. In many ways, even though you may not be able to physically see with your eyes, it is actually centering between many other trees, and the light from those trees is pulling it in each direction. And when it was born, it was created with multiple seeds. And the multiple seeds have come together as one unit, and they have begun to radiate outward together, and therefore the energy that this tree projects outward is an equalization of energy around it. And so when you connect with it or when you are with it, you may feel your energy either vibrating or becoming calmer. You may feel as if it is speaking to you. And this tree would like to give you permission to give it a name on earth if you would like to do so.
Okay. I just call it the Three Sisters.
You may continue to call it the Three Sisters, as it does seem to like the name. It enjoys having your company, and it enjoys that you see it as dancing, as a vibration of the dance is what equalizes the frequency around it. And so, welcome to your new friend, Tree. We hope this helps.
And how old is the tree?
We will see if it will let us know.
Okay.
Each seed seems to have a different energy of birth, very close together. However, some of this tree resonates around earth years of 60 and above. This is what we can share with you at this point.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Deb?
Thank you. I have a couple questions. The first question is, I started reading a book by Greg Braden last week. And when I started reading the book, the energy inside that I could feel around me and inside me changed. It almost was like I couldn't even read the words correctly, like I wasn't even comprehending.
What is this book about?
The Divine Matrix.
Yes.
And I was wondering, I never felt that energy before with me. Can you tell me a little bit about that energy that came in?
Yes. One thing we would like to encourage you is, what are you wanting to gain from having the experience of being with this book and engaging with it? And what is it that you feel at times that you don't have that it will give you? As there may be an energetic block within your energy field that is not ready to receive the information in this book. And so there may be a better time to try to engage with it. Listen to what the frequency of your body is saying and let it guide you. When you find yourself in situations where you are attempting to force yourself to do something, it simply means maybe not now, or this is not in alignment for myself at this time. It is not necessarily that you will not ever engage with this. However, your frequency at this time is not ready to receive the information, or it could cause you at this time to become distracted with something else that Spirit is attempting to bring to you. So it is not necessarily a negative thing. It is just the way that your energy on earth works with things. And if you all would pay attention to this a little bit more, you would live your life a little more freer and in alignment with your soul's truth and what you would like to achieve here on earth. We hope this helps.
Yes, it does. And my last question is, I have about 6 squirrels that keep coming over to this one tree in our yard. Do the squirrels mean anything?
They like it. They enjoy it. They are there to have an experience like you and for your own enjoyment, to engage with them as they feel safe in your energy. They feel safe with this tree and they find shelter with this. And because you are often becoming friends with things in nature, they find it easy to be in this location as your frequency allows them to engage with themselves and the earth around them in a way that makes them feel secure. Other than this, we do not see any other meeting. We hope this helps.
It does. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Laura? Yes, you may have been asked this question before, but I don't really remember. What can you tell us about the hantavirus? We're hearing a lot on media that it's not going to be as bad as the COVID pandemic. I feel that this is also being said to quell fear. When I first heard about the outbreak, my chest compressed. I felt panic after I lost my husband to it. I do understand that his passing was a pivotal moment for me to have a reset in my life here on earth. However, I am tired and weary. I realize this is a trigger meant to help me heal another level. Any encouraging words for me?
We are sorry to hear about your loss. However, you know that this spirit is very present with you at all times. And yes, this did happen to help you to come into the knowing of yourself, as many of the things on earth are agreements that you have made prior to coming here to help you with something. However, some humans do not use these agreements to actually enhance or learn from or experience what they came to experience. And this is why many of you continue to repeat patterns when you come into different lifetimes, attempting to achieve what you wanted to achieve. As your frequency and desire, when you return to the energy of love or the non-physical, is to return because you love the experience. You love to learn. You love yourself enough to follow through on the things that you desired to achieve on earth. Everything that takes place in your reality is based on energy and frequency. There are things taking place in the background to cause you to fear or to feel unsafe in your world. And because the earth has been ascending at a rapid pace, those who do not want it to ascend are creating distractions at this time to keep your frequency low. The fear that this virus is causing is bringing up things for you to work through, not to be against you. When you realize that when things come up inside of you, they are coming to be shared with you in order for you to let go, as there are multiple layers in your expansion and your experience and learning of yourself that you can go through, and multiple layers even with one subject, as you will continue to learn more and more and more about yourself as this process never ends. We know that is a little defeating as a human to think that the process does not end, but what other purpose? Why would you come to earth if you were not to have an experience? How boring to be here without having the contrast that you get to have. This is why you came to earth. So the contrast that has been created through fear or through viruses or the ideas of viruses are there to support you in moving towards your ascension if you so choose to allow it to do so by holding your vibration. And the spirits that did transition with the last virus that was presented on earth knew this would take place, and his way of ascending was to leave the physical body. By leaving the physical body, he was able to assist you in your awakening and understanding yourself. As far as this virus that is being spread around now, we encourage you not to get alarmed, as this is not necessarily going to expand the way that the one did prior. It is not that this virus has not been attempted to be created and manifested for the purpose of lowering vibration and causing fear. However, it cannot succeed due to so many of you no longer subscribing to that type of energy or believing that it can impact you. As you hold a vibration and frequency that is released from the ideas that you are controlled by those that are still attempting to control you, you will not be controlled by these things. We will say that at this point, what we can see is that this virus is maybe 1 to 2% of the earth at this time, and it is not necessarily going to spread unless you agree to it. Do you not remember at the last pandemic you had, the messages being sent around your earth was, this is spreading, this is spreading, this is spreading. What do you think that created in your energy? This is spreading. And it worked. Do not subscribe, do not give in to the things they are attempting to put in your mind, as your mind is the creator of your reality. When they say this is spreading, you do not agree with that. This is how you can control the reality around you. As Earth and as humans continue to ascend into a frequency they no longer engage with these things, they will be eliminated and no longer a part of your reality. However, since you are still connected to a third dimensional thought and world, these will be coming into your awareness, and you have a choice of how you engage with them. What do you want to create in your reality? Those who are creating these things have been doing them for many thousands of years. They are highly intelligent and they know how to engage your mind. They do this daily with multiple things. So we encourage you to disengage your mind and remember who you are beyond the earthly experience. We hope this helps.
It does. And I do choose to rise above it and see that it's been a lesson and part of my soul contract. And thank you. You were encouraging.
We are glad and we are proud of you. Continue your journey.
Gina?
Yeah, I've got a question. I have a lot of desires and things that I would like to create or do in my human life here at this time. And I've noticed more recently that I've struggled to start new habits or projects in my life. And I'm not sure if it's a shift in my frequency, as you know, it's taking time to integrate things that I'm feeling. And I have a lot of things going on in my mind. But I feel like when I have time, I don't have the energy. If I have the energy, then I don't have the time or the mental capacity. And I know that what I tell my mind is precisely what I bring into my reality. But I'm wondering if you could share some simple steps or some things that would help me personally to create a shift in my mindset or enlighten me to help me make this shift that I desire.
One of the things that humans often do is try to force themselves into situation scenarios. Ideas come, ideas go. Thoughts come, thoughts go. Desires come, desires go. Oftentimes, desire is there to awaken you into something or to give you an idea of something that maybe isn't necessarily the exact same thing that you might be doing. It is simply a tool to use in your mind to sit with. So in the times that you do not have the motivation physically, sit with the thought, see the thought, merge with the thought, engage the thought. When you sit with the idea or desire and you create it in your mind, you are doing work just as much as you are physically. So the physical body will then eventually catch up to it if it is in alignment with your highest good. If it is not, it is okay to drop that off and allow it to be. It may be that you are creating energetic connections to help you learn something for something else that is coming into your reality. So as you have these multiple thoughts coming in your mind, we encourage you to know they are working in unison. However, they are not all meant to be acted upon. Some are simply to help engage you, to give you thoughts, to challenge you, or to open you up and awaken you to something that you had not thought prior that is capable. Humans often have this thought that they must act and be a certain way, and they limit themselves to what they do because of their programming. Where you came into the earth, who you were born into, the family, the society, the culture, the status, all the things about you created your reality. As you have continued to grow older, you have begun to see what was created in your energy field projected into the reality around you. This is what you call your identity, the human experience. The identity then shifts and changes as you get to know yourself, which gives you new desires and creativity that comes within your thoughts to expand the box in which you live in, to help you to see yourself and reality different, and to open up the conscious thought that there is more beyond what you have known up until the moment that you discovered the new thought or desire that came to you. So, practical things to do is to not force engagement, but to sit with it and understand if it is meant to be engaged with. An idea will prompt you, and in that idea, the prompting will give you energy, and then you will act on that idea with the energy that is given you, and you will be able to move forward step by step towards that thing you would like to see manifested into your reality. Does this help?
Yes, thank you very much.
You're
I have
welcome.
one more question, which maybe kind of goes in line with the last one, but I'm really trying to live more intentionally and consciously. And I find that I do well for a few days and then I get distracted. And so I would wonder if there's any ideas you can share that would be beneficial for me to being able to live more consciously and intentionally. And if we do this, more of a broad question, what inner abilities become stronger when we live more consciously?
We encourage you to be kinder to yourself, first of all. The thoughts that often go through your mind that you have got off track or you are not connected are not true, as you cannot become disconnected. There is always a connection, and as soon as you turn your awareness back to it, you are reconnected. However, it is not that you are not when you are not focused on it. It is something that is always there. It is simply in the moments that you are fully focused and being conscious about yourself and the world around you that you feel the vibration of connection and alignment with that part of yourself. However, being a human is a part of having contrast. As we have said before, when you do not have the other days, you don't notice the days you are in alignment. Is this true?
Yes.
So we see these as gifts that you give yourself to teach yourself what is alignment and what is out of alignment. In those days that you find yourself not connected or being conscious, you shift your awareness back, which gives you the ability to move back into a frequency. And each time you do this, it is like strengthening a muscle. You are moving back and forth between these two thought realities through a conscious connection and a unconscious connection. And you're strengthening your ability to reconnect with yourself, which then gives you the ability to trust yourself more. And through trusting yourself more, you develop natural abilities, things that are already a part of you. You will notice that you think differently. You will see things around you differently. You may even pick up on thoughts differently around you or feel the energy around you in a different way. You could feel the energetics of a room when you walk into it, as all humans have always been able to do this, but your ability to do it enhances the more connected you are to yourself. So instead of fighting these things, we encourage you to work alongside with them as they give you the contrast for you to move back and forth through different dimensions and realities to enhance your ability to see yourself differently. One version is able to have compassion for the other, and the other is able to reconnect in order to have alignment. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Amy?
Thanks. I've been using light language a lot in the past few months. I speak it just when I wake up, when I'm getting ready, when I'm cooking or driving. I even speak it to my cats. And sometimes it comes out of me spontaneously, and sometimes I use it intentionally. And can you help me understand what is happening when I'm speaking the light language? What's happening to my energy and everything else?
These are like little moments of reconnection where you're moving along your day and then a sudden shift happens, or a reminder from your higher self that says, get back to alignment. And then you begin to speak this naturally, it comes out, and then it helps your frequency to collaborate and move more freely. It is not necessarily that you are doing anything wrong that allows these moments to take place. It is just a reconnection. And sometimes when it takes place where you are not consciously trying to do so, you might be connecting with a family, or from your star system family, we may say that is attempting to bring through a message for you. So if you were to allow yourself to think in your mind to receive that light that is coming through you through the light language, you may receive insights and ideas on what it is that you are meant to be doing here on earth and the next moves that you are meant to be taking. As these things are constantly coming through, just some of you are using the language to channel them through your vessel. So as you do this, just pay attention to the ideas or promptings that come through when this does happen. When you are consciously doing this, this is a way for you to connect with yourself and with your energy, and to enhance the frequency that you can sit in to open yourself up to messages as well, if you would like to do so. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you. My second question kind of goes along with that. I also use hand mudras and the light language in healing sessions on others. And when I'm doing healing on myself, can you tell me what using the hand mudras and the light language do together for me or for others?
It is an action that you can use with your physical vessel to pull in channeled light, or codes, you may say, by using your body, moving it in any type of way. Mantras, mudras, anything that you use only enhances the light that you channel, if that is your intention, as some of these can be used for negative as well. And so as you use them, channel light through them with your intention, with your thoughts, with the energy, and understand that they're working in unison with the language as you are pulling frequency through both your hands and the voice that you hold in your body. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Carolyn? Carolyn?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I had a surgery about 4 weeks ago, and I felt a very strong spiritual presence with me. Can you tell me who was there with me during my surgery?
Your mother. You had many guides and beings around you supporting you at that time, but in particular, you had your mother supporting you. We know you were surprised to see this and hear this. However, she is nurturing you in a way that she was unable to nurture you while she was here on earth. She is helping you by channeling light to your physical body and helping you to heal. There are other beings of light around you supporting you as well if you are open to receiving them. But at this time, there is a mothering energy, whether it is your physical earthly mother or the mother that you have had before in this lifetime or prior, is working with your energy. But that is what we feel in your vibration now. We hope this helps.
Yes, it does. Thank you. My second question is, my husband will be having a medical procedure, and I've been trying to meditate, having a little bit of trouble since I'm on some medication, but I've been sending prayers and positive thoughts out. Can you tell me if his guides hear those prayers and help him out, and how he will do with this procedure?
Yes, we always hear prayers and pleads and desires from all of you. However, we can reflect the energy back, and it does help to ask us for help. The more you engage us, the more we can do, as we have strict boundaries as guides and other beings around you to not intervene with your earthly experience unless we are requested to do so. You came to earth to have an experience separate from this part of yourself. And if we were to engage with everything, you would not be having the experience that you came to have. So when you ask for support, when you send out the desire for us to come and help, we are already there doing so. There's nothing else that you need to do other than ask and then allow. Now, when we do see the frequency coming or the desire coming towards us, we can only engage with a person if they allow it to come into their energy. So we will attempt to bring you on this visual journey with us. When you send out a desire to us, there is an energetic cord or a light that comes towards those who are supporting you. They receive the message and they become immediately connected to it to help support what it is that you are wanting to shift in your reality. Now, as they receive this, the light they will channel back to the person or the requested item has to receive that. As if they are not open to receiving that, we cannot intervene or force, as we are not controlling beings, but we are ones that work through unison and a collective consciousness of agreement. So we'd encourage you to have your husband engage as well with those who are supporting him, and to trust the light that is being channeled to help him with this medical procedure he will be having, as it is there ready to move through him. And some of it is getting through, as there's a little bit of belief in him at this point and an opening. However, if he were to open his energetic field even more, it could fully penetrate into his physical body, bring in even more healing even quicker. All of you must realize that this is possible for you to do at any time, to open yourself up to receive the light. And those of you that have come to earth to present and represent the healing energy can channel that light for and with those people that have yet to open, and to teach them how to open that energy to receive. But just because there is a possibility someone may not receive it does not mean that you should hold back in the channeling of that frequency, as we still are sending light, and eventually it could penetrate through and help. That is how many of you have had your awakenings, is other people or things around you have asked for it to happen for you, whether they knew they were doing it or not. And you were asking for it yourself, whether you knew you were doing it or not. Everything is in unison, and everything is in receiving, as everything is created with the masculine and feminine, And there is a need to send out requests and to receive. As you can see, this is the merging of the male and female energy together, or masculine and feminine, or light and darkness, which allows things to be created in your reality. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Heather?
Yeah, I had a follow-up question from my question last week about my cat, Carlos. And I know you said that he protects our, outside and only lets energy in when it's meant to come in. And I know you said something about it came in through maybe something alarming came through my daughter. I was wondering if you could expand on that or help me understand what
she receives messages, does she not?
Yes.
This is what we mean. No message will get through to her unless it is meant to be given to her. She is protected in her energetic field from things that might impact these messages that come through, so that she can remain a clear and open vessel. So this cat that you brought into this house actually helps to clear out anything that might be coming to cause her frequency to not to be able to receive these through light. And in that, we encourage her as she continues to grow older to continue to channel that light into herself as she receives messages that could be alarming if she sees it that way. But she is divinely protected even in all of the message that could be alarming that are coming towards her. So this is what we were speaking of, that this particular cat does as it moves about your property and neighborhood, keeping things in alignment for you. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you. Also, I was wondering if my great grandma Dodo is one of my guides.
Dodo. Would you like her to be your guide?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, then ask her.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
This is something you can do at any point. Please come help
Okay.
me. They hear you. Just ask.
Okay.
Now, depending on what you need, they may not necessarily be the one that helps you with that. But at any point, any time, you can ask for support from any of the beings of light that are with you or surrounded you. They are doing their own thing in a different realm, and they are enjoying themselves greatly. But they love you enough to turn and to pay attention to you as well, as they can expand their consciousness in multiple different directions at once. And so therefore their experience that they are having in the non-physical will not be hindered when you ask them to come through. It is okay to connect with those that you love as they enjoy connecting with you, as they love you dearly and greatly. We hope this helps.
Yes. And one more question about sometimes when I do remember after my meditation in the morning or before my meditation, I invite my guides, higher self, angels, all to come in and help me, nudge me, move me into my highest timeline. They listen to that and do.
We want to help you humans a little bit.
Okay.
Angie does this as well, and this is a lesson for her. You all tend to think, oh my goodness, they've left. Where did they go? We must call them back. My guides, my angels, those who help me, they have left. I am by myself. Please come help me. This is not true. Instead of calling them in or asking them to return, thank them. We are present here and now. We support you, we guide you, we love you, and we are not going to leave you at all, ever. So instead of pleading, come help, thank you that you are here and present with me. You will have a new frequency within you when you begin to do this, and you will notice your connection enhance as you are attempting to pull something in that is not far away. It is already close to you. We hope this helps.
Thank you.
Was there more to your question?
Nope, that was all.
You're welcome.
Holly? Deb actually had her request in before me. It was way up high on the list. So if you'd let her go first, that would be great.
She already asked. She
did?
follow-up. Mm-hmm.
All right, excellent. I'll turn my camera on. I have a question about, I have a mass on my liver, and we're currently going through all of the evaluation process. And I am wondering if this is something that is going to require a surgical intervention.
We would like to address something else before we move into your medical concern. Is this okay?
Sure.
We would like to point out to you something that just took place in your energy. By you lowering yourself to allow someone else to go, you are attempting to project yourself into the world as a kind and generous person. You must know that you are already a kind and generous person, and it is okay to ask what you need, and it is okay to trust the timing in which that takes place. We love that you were able to notice something that took place in your field that you would like to have done. However, we see with this question that you are lowering the importance of yourself. You are important. We want to remind you of this. We want to encourage you to see yourself as this. You are a vessel of light, just like all other beings here on earth. In remembering this and allowing yourself to see your worth and the true frequency of love that you resonate at, you will not have to prove that to anyone outside of you. That being said, the physical things taking place in your body at this time are because of your desire to prove to the world around you that you have worth. This is something we see that you have worked on and you are continuing to work on. But we want you to know that as you are moving these things through your physical vessel that you have brought in and learned over your lifetime, that you are no longer resonating with because you are seeing yourself differently and you are understanding you do not have to be or become anything for anyone else around you, as you are important just the way you are. And those who benefit from you and being around you will be able to see the light of you even more so than what they are able to at this point, as you carry much light within you, but many times you hold it down in your body instead of allowing it to be open and expanded. In this, with the point or problem, you may say, with your physical body that you are concerned about, these are things that can be healed without surgery. However, if it is the highest good for you, where you will have a peace of mind to remove this or to have it taken, this would be the best timeline for you to take. So it is not necessarily that you need to be concerned about this unless you would like to have something to be concerned about. But understanding that your potential and power to move through this is going to influence the outcome of it as well. We will not ever encourage you to not take care of yourself or to receive the things you need on earth to maintain a physical body, as some of the things that have been given to you in the medical community are beneficial and helpful to the human body. But we also, on top of that, like to remind humans of who they are and the potential they have to create the reality through healing vibrations that they can bring into their body. Now, we understand that this might cause you to feel a little bit more confused than you were prior. However, we encourage you to sit with the information, to remind yourself that you always are being guided the direct and right way to your highest good, as long as you are listening and trusting your heart and the energy that is attempting to guide you forward. Can we help you with something else regarding this?
No, thank you.
We hope this helps.
Hi, I have a couple questions. My son Griffin has been diagnosed with idiopathic hypersomnia. Do you have any advice for him on how to help this?
Let us look into the energy. We are having a hard time as this vessel does not know what this is. Could you please explain it?
Yeah, it's compared to having a sleeping pill constantly in your brain. They don't know where it came from, but he's always tired. Kind of like narcolepsy, but not quite the same.
Well, his body's vibration is not caught up with the physical vibration, with his energy, we may say. The energy that he holds in his field can be in contradiction with the physical reality in which he is in. And so we would encourage him to pull back parts of himself, any fragments in his soul, or any energies that he has projected outward that are not completely connected at this time. And this may help the body to relieve some of these symptoms so that it is not reacting to having split energy moving in all directions at the same time. By grounding himself back into the body, pulling the energy back into the body, this can help that part of the body function or brain come back into a resonance where it is able to maintain energy in the way that a human needs it to be maintained, to have a waking and sleeping cycle, and to understand what that is. Now, the other thing with this is that when you are asleep as a human is when you are connected to yourself in the non-physical and with those in the non-physical, or even parallel lives that you are living, or you may call past lives. In this, by calling back those frequencies of himself, he is calling back connections that might be attached to other lifetimes that have not fully been healed or merged or disconnected from that parallel life and this lifetime and this timeline. So doing some healing around taking a separation between two different realities, one parallel life and the other, will help to heal this. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My other question is, last night after I went to bed, I felt a weird buzzing on the top of my head, and I don't know if that was anything or not. It lasted for quite a while.
Your antenna was connected. You were simply feeling the energetics of what you were opening yourself up to in that day and still receiving that light and frequency. So it was almost like you feeling the frequency of the connection with your higher self or with yourself in the non-physical. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you very much. Deb?
Thank you. This may be kind of like a follow-up to her prior question. So I have been feeling energy more around my left arm, and it feels like it's coming in, I don't want to say really sharp, but it is coming in sharper. And then my left ear is doing a lot more ringing than my right. Can you help me on that?
Your divine feminine energy is attempting to come in to equalization with your masculine energy, as the left side of your physical vessel represents the nurturing energy of who you are, and the right side represents the protective energy. And these things, these two merge together, which creates the completion in these energies, where you might see that divine feminine energy becomes more powerful and more equalized with the masculine. And this is why you might even have things in your history called goddesses. These are energies of beings that have been able to bring both of these together and to hold light in a very powerful way. And many humans at this time are feeling this synchronization of these two energies coming together. However, if you have struggled with this part of yourself at any point in this lifetime, it is needing to be healed and to be caught up with the energy of the masculine in some ways. So it is simply a radiation of energy that you're being able to feel in your energetic field through that physical form. And over time, it will not be as noticeable as you merge these light energies into your physical vessel. We hope this helps.
Thank you.
Mary?
Yes. When I go on my break, I go outside and I will sit and face the sun.
That sounds nice.
I close my eyes and I start seeing colors. It's usually red that start out and change different colors. Is that like an energy field or my aura?
Of course, it's energy. As you are connecting with your source of energy of Earth, the sun. The sun holds frequency for the Earth's being able to live in many different ways. It gives its power. It helps work together in unison. As we were just speaking with the masculine and feminine energy, the Earth is the feminine and the sun is the masculine, working together. And if you were to scroll out from both of these, you would see how the energy is supporting one another. So when you connect with the sun, or when you are closing your eyes and engaging with the energetics of the sun, or even energy of yourself, you are creating a field of consciousness in your mind to see things moving in the energy field. And this is just simply because part of your gifting is to be able to see. So you could even enhance the ability to do this the more you practiced. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you. And I've noticed the last couple of days, the shadows being darker when I'm outside and the sun's shining, and the sun seems brighter. Is it getting brighter? The sun?
You could say this in some capacity. It is shifting in its frequency, it is changing, but the earth is also changing. And so what you might even be seeing is that things of the earth being exposed. The light is exposing more darkness, and the darkness is being released. Over time, this will shift and change, and shadows are not a part of higher frequencies. So as you ascend, as you move into a higher frequency being or light on earth, and this is many thousands of years from now, there will not be shadows upon the human vessel or the earth that is residing at that time. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you.
That's all of our questions.
We have greatly enjoyed being present with you all this evening, and we are enjoying the process of supporting you with understanding yourself as well. We encourage you to remember that you are loved, that you are loved, and that you are never alone. Allow yourself to see yourself as the beauty that you are, and understanding that your earthly experience is greatly divine. We love you, we support you, and we look forward to the next time. Oh man. Okay. It looks like my TikTok went down. That sucks. Bye, YouTube.